Detecting talk of the day, May the 4th, 1:32, and it's been raining here.
With Vortex, you can simply turn on and begin hunting almost immediately.
Oops,
Press and
that's the
release
wrong
dual
model.
mode and
Got the old trusty out here, boys. You see that? You got any beginners or intermediate metal detectors that likes to relic hunt? You see my channel, you see this video. It says gold prospecting on that coil. Yeah, you can prospect for gold with this coil on this DS1, but you can also hunt high iron sights looking for relics, high and low and medium conductors. When this DS2 HF2 comes out, coil, some people may try to sell these coils, and you already own a DS1 and you don't have one and you like to relic hunt, you might ought to pick one up if you can get it cheap enough. Alright. You can get a battery for one. The battery's bad. They're not too expensive, I don't think. I've only bought one battery. So on this new DS2 HF2 coil, it's going to look sort of like that one, I guess. Looking at the picture. It's going to be white, looks like. But what's the old sharpshooter going to be watching on this coil when he gets to use one, maybe? Well, we're going to be watching for how does the ID play with frequency used on, say, a nickel and a silver dime. What happens to the ID as we move around the frequency of that machine in multi-frequency, especially multi-frequency? Yes, we can look at it in single frequency too. Alright, now this is a single frequency called multiple selectable. Okay. Something else I'll be watching for on this coil, using multi-frequency, how does it behave coming like so? How does it behave? Okay. And how does this machine behavior-wise compare to the 9-inch, we'll just use the 9-inch DS2. How does that HF2 compare for behavior, for ID tendencies? Yeah, I'll be looking at that. And a whole lot of other things, okay? When this coil came out, I don't remember what year, I believe this was the highest running metal detector setup to date when it came out. And it looks like the next highest single frequency kind of operation setup coming out will be this DS2 HF2 coil. It will knock this one out of the running. Okay. Now I don't know the multi-frequency on this Manicoer. Well, the M8 coil, it does have a small coil. The Legend has a small coil. The DS2 currently doesn't have one released. Okay. So we'll see what happens with this DS2 HF2 coil. It might sneak some stuff out of some hard hit sights. Already been hunted with DS2 9 and 11-inch coils in that 11 by 13. I don't know anything about gold prospecting other than, you sweep the call. So I can't rate no machine on gold prospecting or the saltwater beach for that matter. The only thing I could possibly do is if I've seen some behavior in a saltwater beach mode that struck me as strange that a person might want to try on a salt beach, that's the only thing I could do. All right, that's going to conclude the detective talk of the day. It's about 58 here. It's cold.